Burnsy on mid-morning here on BBC Radio Humberside, right across northern Lincolnshire and East Yorkshire. Let's talk to our next guests, because we're going to talk about a sport that somebody's telling me is a cross between dodgeball and lacrosse. It's called rocket. We've got a coach in our Grimsby studio, Conrad Broughton. 16-year-old player James Foster and twins Sean and Danny Stevens are in our Grimsby studio. Morning, chaps.
Morning.
Hello. Oh, morning. You can all hear me, can you?
Yeah.
We'll start with you, Conrad. Talk us through rocket. What's it about and how's it come about?
Rocket ball, it was invented in York by three guys out there. It's very fast-moving, exciting sport. Use special poles, moulded scoops, each end. You rock the ball from scoop to scoop to dribble it.
Right.
Hence how it gets its name. And then you throw the balls at your opponent to score the points.
You throw the balls at your opponent?
Oh, yes.
So it's like paintball with balls at a dodgeball. I didn't realise dodgeball was a sport. Is dodgeball genuinely a sport?
It is, I think, yep.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right. And in what sort of arena do you play this?
Play in a sports hall, about equivalent to 4 badminton courts.
Right.
Play anywhere on the ground.
OK. And how's it caught on in Grimsby then, Conrad?
I've done it twice. Well, I did it at Immingham.
Right.
That went down well, and then I did a PE convention in Grimsby, and we've had some interest from a few other schools.
OK. James, how did you get into it? How did you find out about rocket ball?
Well, one day the council were having a sort of sports day at one of the schools, and Conrad was doing archery. So he told me all about rocket ball and asked me to come along to some of the sessions. So I went and got addicted to it.
All right. And what did you like about it?
Well, I mean, there's always something to do. You never get a chance to rest.
Right.
It's constant combat.
And is there just one ball involved in it?
No. If it's a game of 5-on-5, there's 5 balls in play.
Right.
But it's also played 1-on-1 and 2-on-2.
Right. Is 1-on-1 not a bit boring?
No, it's the most exhausting thing in the world. It's 3 balls and it's played in a squash court. Right.
So the two of you are running around in a squash court with 3. How big are the balls?
Size of tennis balls.
Right. And how heavy are they? Consistency-wise, are they like tennis balls or cricket balls?
They're a bit lighter, yeah.
They're a bit lighter than tennis balls?
Yeah.
So it's not going to hurt you if it hits you then?
No, they're low impact.
Right.
Lower impact.
All right, OK. So, and you get a point for every time?
Yeah, it's 1 point if you get hit, and if you catch the ball, it's 2.
All right, and what are you playing to? Points-wise, who wins, or are you playing to a set time?
It's a set time. If it's 1-on-1, there's 4 minutes played, then it's a 2-minute break, and another 4 minutes played, and that's the end. OK, we've got a pair of twins in the Grimsby studio as well. I can hardly tell you apart. Sean and Danny Stevens. I can't see you, but I can hardly tell you apart. No. How did you chaps get into it?
Well, it was from our friend James here. He was the one who first went, and he told us about it, so we started going.
Right.
And we found it great fun, so we've carried on going.
Who was that, Sean or Danny?
That was Sean.
Right. I can't tell you apart. Are you genuine twins, or you like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito in the film Twins?
We're identical twins.
Right. Okay. Oh, I bet that's fun at home. So how did you get into it? What did you like about it? What was going on with it?
Personally, I think the sport's really good for teamwork. It allows you to cooperate well together in games, and that is a big part of the game as well if you want to win a match.
Right.
It helps a lot. Also, I think I love how it's like non-stop action, and it's just a really good fun sport, and it's good to just play with your friends, and you can play it practically anywhere as well.
And is it picking up? Are you getting more people? How many people are playing it locally?
About 10, I think.
20.
Oh, well, that's not bad. But Conrad, going back to you, is it a sport that's sort of just in this country, or is it picking up around the world?
Now, there's 17 countries playing at the minute.
Right.
And there's 7 national governing bodies around the world.
Right. OK, so it is picking up. So how many people are playing sort of worldwide and things like that?
I would say there's about 66,000 schools at the minute.
66,000 schools?
Yeah, around the world.
Uh-huh.
And there's quite a few teams, mostly in York at the minute, because that's where it was invented. So,
is there a team in Scunthorpe? Somebody
there
tells
is,
me you're
yeah.
coaching in Scunthorpe. Yeah?
I certainly am. Yeah, Scunthorpe Hawks.
Right.
We just returned on Sunday after national finals of the England National League.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time Scunthorpe's ever played in it. So,
right. Okay.
Pretty good news for
so
us.
where does it go on in Scunthorpe?
It goes on at West Common Sports Hall on a Saturday evening.
Right.
From 5 o'clock till 6.
And can people come down and join in, or people come down and watch, or what's the deal?
Yeah, sure, they can come and just have a watch and see how it's played. And then if they get interested, they can just join the club. Anybody can come at all.
Okay.
Grandparents, parents, children.
All right. And James, what about in Grimsby and Immingham? Where can people sort of pick it up and get into it?
Let's get in touch with me first.
All right, with you, Conrad?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Right, okay. Fair enough. So how do people get in touch with you? What's the best way of finding out about it?
They can look it up on the website. Just type in Rocket Ball and it'll come up with Scunthorpe Rocket Ball Club. My details is on the website anyway. We have our own website, www.scunthorperocketball.com.
Is Rocket Ball all one word, or is it
No, it's hyphenated in between.
Right, okay.
Rock, and then it and ball.
Right, okay. I'd work that one out, but... Cheers, Conrad. As for the twins, Sean and Danny, there's talk, isn't there, that, and I don't know whether this is true or you lot are just making it up, that potentially an Olympic sport?
Yeah, that's quite possible, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
To say.
That's true, yeah.
Is it?
It is.
Right, okay. So what is the attraction? I'm still trying to get a picture in my mind here. So you've got like lacrosse sticks, but with a scoop, like a curly scoop on the top.
It is, yeah.
Right. Like...
it's a little bit harder plastic.
Right, right. Like a fruiterer would use to dig out his raisins or his nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a bit more curly, perhaps, before he put them in the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah? On a broom handle, basically?
Plastic scoop, yeah, plastic...
broom.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And if you stand next to it, is it taller than you or smaller than you?
No, smaller.
Right, okay.
And
it's
then
about
2 foot.
Basically, you scoop the ball up.
Yeah.
And you fling it at your opponent.
Certainly do.
Right, and you get a point every time you hit them.
Yeah.
And it's all going on with 5 balls when you're playing 5-a-side.
It is, so you've got to keep your eyes everywhere, watch your players.
Yeah. Constant running around.
Right.
And people coming up from behind you all the time.
Supporting your teammates.
Nowhere to hide.
So it's a cross between dodgeball, paintball, and maybe a touch of lacrosse.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds fascinating.
Very fast action, moving all the time.
Would it be good on the telly?
Absolutely brilliant on TV.
Right. Why, has anybody televised it?
No, not yet. We're trying.
Chaps, all the best. Search for Rocket Ball with the hyphens in there, and I'm sure you'll find it. Nice to talk to you, and enjoy your sport, and I look forward to seeing it in the Olympics one day, or on the telly. That's Conrad, James, and the twins Sean and Danny Stevens down there. Never heard of it personally, but it's